Yeah, that means nothing's been recorded. Now we'll have sound. Why, hello everyone. Welcome to mid-game report here on Pandemic Legacy. Now that you've got some sound, if you're just joining us, welcome to the BGN Lab, which I've just gotten started to be moved into, which is why you see a bunch of games all behind me. We've just gotten started on this. We're seeing how it's going so far. We've got some stuff under control, but we are figuring it out. And there's a lot of tension in the air, and there's a fire truck outside. We don't know what's going on with that. Maybe they heard things are happening. Anyway. We'll see. Okay, so that's what I did. And now I need to draw two of these. And a red, which is good, and a black, and then one of those. Black. 3 in Cairo. Cairo is now dangerous, but actually the Cairo card is there. That's not as much of a worry. This is now a worry.
Yeah.
Well, wait, was that the card? Yeah, that was the first one pulled. So actually, I think we should be safe for now. You're up. Oh, there we go. All right.
So how long was that?
Okay, so save us.
The color of research stations don't matter at all.
Right. It's just there's only one. There's one. To make a new research station, which is something you could think about, you discard a card of that color.
So would it be possible if instead of moving people or moving one with the research station is working?
Yeah, because the research station gives you a teleporter from the front.
You put a research station on there.
That makes sense. You have to have a card. I've got Algiers and Istanbul.
Wait, he can move you by discarding one of your cards. Correct?
No.
Can he discard one of his cards?
No, his not moving is just going to be
It's just an action. Like one of my
it's just a
actions
single
is-
move. But I don't think there's any cards that can do that.
Because you can't you discard a card to move to any place?
Let me see. I would bet it's in the rules. But I don't think so.
It doesn't say that you can't do a direct flight to the dispatch.
What is the dispatch instruction? Move other players as though. Oh, I remember something on that.
I assume you have to discard your own cards in the dispatch.
Yes, I think that's it. We'll play it that way because we're professionals in game design, so we can change games as we go.
Yeah.
So for this game, and we'll play it with that you can discard cards that would count as the move because you're buying the tickets.
So, would I have to get the Algiers card from you before I move you to Algiers?
Yes.
So, can I share knowledge? Can I take the Algiers card for you for one action?
If we're both in Algiers. He's special in that he can. Yeah.
You are.
Because I think
Why would you? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't do that.
you just take one from Los Angeles.
Well, is there because if the idea was to get him closer to his danger spots quickly,
To move him
you can move him further over.
to Beijing or to.
I would say start heading first.
Beijing.
Well, you've got some. Where are you?
Right now I'm
No, one of the black cards. Chennai, Baghdad.
Chennai, Baghdad.
We were
and
wanting
Cairo.
something over here. Cairo.
Oh, I gotta get there.
Yeah. So you could start moving him over, and then he can move the rest and start cleaning them up.
That would be 1, 2, 3.
Alright.
And then you'll be able to get into Cairo and
Wait,
clear.
did you flip a?
You flip
Yeah.
the card.
So now I have Santiago and.
Alright. One infection and out of it. LA is
Go
dangerous. Okay. We didn't get you another rating. Now that one's that's frustrating. Now I have a
You could
red.
get 5 black.
Can you get to me? Where am I?
But
Here, I
Oh,
could
You wanna
direct flight
do
to
that. Because you're trying to get 5 cards. Well, how far are you moving from me? Here?
1, 2, 3,
4. And you're away from the research station.
I could build one in here. Like, I mean, the likelihood of us getting a red card is fairly high.
Yeah, but then you just have to get here. What you could do, where's LA flying to?
This is
No. Okay. You could move to LA and take out some of the cubes
Yeah.
there. That still puts you pretty close to the research station, but I don't know. You're so close to getting stuff for you. You can give. Can you give or just take?
I can give as well, so I could give.
Wait, can you take? I thought that's why we didn't ask that.
Oh, that's right. We have to take.
I can take from people.
Right.
And I
You
also
can give. Oh, you can give. Okay.
Or take.
So you can give cards when you share knowledge, or I can take.
Or we can take.
Oh, okay. So actually, we did that wrong the first batch. You're actually giving. So on your turn, you're giving cards. Sure.
So
You
you
can
can
give or take. Oh, you can give or take. Okay.
Yeah.
So the other option is to start getting him black. Are you who's close? No, he's got 3 yellow.
I could start getting 3 yellow.
Or you could move to him and give him yellow to start getting you 5 yellow. Because you're
We're
also
really
very close.
Yeah, I give him 1. Okay, so I mean, give him 1 yellow, move over, and take off 1 of Los Angeles. Well,
You can't get to Los Angeles and turn into
well, 1 move,
One,
give
two,
1, take 1.
Yep.
But you can't get to LA.
No, but he has to move for you.
Oh, yeah.
Or should I take it off Mexico City? No, LA would make more
Yeah,
sense.
the places that are
No,
1.
you're okay.
Okay, so I'm going to give him
You don't want to.
take.
All right. You take 2 units.
You flip Washington.
Alright, so I'm gonna move 50 Carol. Let's move you guys. 1, 2, 3, move Carol.
Okay, go medic.
Yeah.
On the next round, we can go to
Two
research
yellows.
center.
Oh yeah.
One of those cards. Go ahead. Take the cards.
Los Angeles and
Oh,
Epidemic.
okay. The good news is we don't flip. So move that up to there. That is a reminder. Stop. Draw this card as soon as it's been resolved. We have to resolve it first. So take a card off the bottom of the deck. Put 3 cubes in that one.
Okay.
Close to it.
Shuffle the cards that are there.
There's nothing there.
I know. Those go back on top.
Hopefully it doesn't-
Right there.
It's not gonna be like right there. Like
Yeah.
the first
Well,
one you
we
pull,
know what
it's
it'll
gonna
be. It'll be the ones we just hit.
Was
And
yeah,
it could
was-
be.
was
It could be
that one,
cartoon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Was this one?
Yes.
one of those?
It could be that
So
too.
we got-
Yeah.
I'm in a risky spot right now.
We got
Well,
problems.
he can move you there. You instantly cure it. Move.
Oh, I mean,
No,
if they
I-
get
I-
Cairo, he's now gets a star.
If we had an outbreak in the space where you are,
Yeah, okay.
right. But the outbreaks are likely to happen in cartoon or these 2 cities because they're on the top of that deck. But that was your go. You draw your card. We don't do another one of those. But now we do this. Oh, and we intensify. Here we go. January mission briefing update. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Worst fears are confirmed. The disease with the most cubes on the board. Figure that out.
3, 5,
Yellow.
6. Yellow one. Yeah, yellow's got it.
Select one. Which disease becomes CODA43A?
What's that?
Which one? Pick one.
Let's go with yellow. He's closer to sense.
Yeah. He's yellow. He's closer to yellow. We're closer to yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. The cure to CODA can no longer be found using known techniques. Players can continue to treat CODA, but it is drug resistant, and players taking the treat action must now spend 1 additional action to treat CODA. Right now, destroy your original objective card.
You don't want to- Oh, because you can't cure all of them.
Wait. Oh no. Shoot.
Welcome to Pandemic Legacy. Open dossier door 19.
I
cringed as soon as it started.
Go ahead.
Open it up.
I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
We have just raised the tension level in the room several
Right,
notches.
CODA 4038.
Give me that, like, you can take it
So that's
off.
what we just got.
We got a sticker.
Yep.
And so what does it say?
Apply the sticker in the disease tracking area of the board next to the disease with the most cubes in the board.
Yellow.
So we
Yellow forever.
Yep. We can never cure it then.
Well,
now-
For now.
Current
For now.
technology. Current
Current
technology.
technology. Okay.
So, yellow.
Scary.
Oh Jesus.
Here we go.
All right. Big stuff is happening.
Welcome to the game. All right, we keep going. Keep drawing. From this point, He's nervous. So what is the player experience? We'll take a moment right now. What just happened?
I was a new outcome was added.
Right? So we've got a new, well, we don't know, we've got an unknown
Yeah.
outcome. But the thing that we were pursuing is now different. But we tore up a card, you know, from a game I paid $60 for.
Their souls just got a little bit.
From this point on in the legacy deck, draw cards reading both sides until you hit a stop card. Stop cards will tell you when to start drawing again. If you don't see a stop card, keep drawing. A new objective. Discover cures to the 3 normal diseases. This must always be one of the objectives you complete to win the game. So in January, we need 1 objective to win the game. This is our objective. So we have to discover cures for red, black, and blue to win. We no longer have to cure yellow to win, but we have to deal with it. It's now going to always be an annoyance until we figure out another way to cure it.
So
Well,
that's a big turn.
yep. Okay, so that was your turn. So now I'm up. Okay, so now this changes things. Yellow is not that important, really.
Well, we
Black
still want it to spread.
Matters.
Just the cards aren't.
Right. But we now need to focus on curing everything else. I have 1 red.
What happens when you go over your hand limit of 7? I have 7.
Okay, I think that only. Hey, anyone in chat? What happens when you go over your hand limit on drawing cards?
There's a chat.
There is a chat. I don't know if anyone's actually.
Last I checked, we were actually
There you go.
chat.
Yeah, because I said we're not doing it. So if you came back, hi. I know it only matters on trading. I know that the share knowledge, if a player who has more than 7 cards must immediately discard a card to play an event card. So I think that's what you have to do. I think we'll go with that rule for now. If you go above 7, you're going to have to get dropped down.
So discarding doesn't like us as a free.
Right, yeah, it's at the end of turn. Okay, so I have a red card.
Wait, so you can do your whole turn with more than 7, but at the end of your turn you can't.
I believe
You
that's
need
right.
1 red.
Right, but if I trade him to take him above 7, he has to immediately get rid of it.
Yeah.
1, 2, where are you? Here?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. I have enough to give you the red. What can I fly over there? I have Mexico City. Oh, and yellow is not important. So, I'm going to fly to Mexico City. 1, 2, give you that because you are the researcher and you know researchy things. And then
I have to discard.
you can discard something, right? And then I might as well get rid of this.
But black, I need a way of getting rid of.
I got
Whereas Washington.
I'll get started with this. Wait, yellow's not that important. For me, where you are, yeah.
Well, yellows, as far as the being on the board, is still important. Just
It is
carrying
important.
That isn't important.
Right, we can't cure it.
So, but still need to take it off the board.
Alright, you go ahead and clear that. Alright, that's that. I draw 2 of these. And blue and red. And 1 of those. A cube in Los Angeles. Yeah, I did something important. Well, they're travel, which can be good. But you get 2 blue. Here's a blue. He's going to cure.
I can travel to where those 2 yellow are and possibly get rid of some of them.
Oh, do you have that city?
Yeah, I have that.
Good.
With these extra actions over here.
Yeah, it's 2 actions for
Yeah.
me.
Right, but at least they'll keep that from outbreaking. I think that's a good idea.
Okay. I'm going to do that then and discard.
Okay.
Don't know if that's it.
We're not being insensitive.
It's just a.
All right, so
There's
that's 1. So now you can 2, 3 to get rid of 1 of them. That just reduce. That's good.
2, 3.
There's 1 left.
You
You
can
have.
move me.
Well, we want to be like in Cairo to play that Cairo card to put a research station.
Oh, I'm only Cairo.
He's already
Yeah, so you're already there. So
I
you,
can move someone else.
could- yeah,
Or you could move them.
you could help him. Why don't you move him closer to the research station?
I'm really close.
Right, but it's 1 fewer action.
So what am I going to do with those extra actions?
Save the world. Actually, move us both up because then I have cards to give to you to begin getting you more cards. So do you have 2 more actions or 1? So move me up, and then you can come up 1. You can take 1 of my cards or 2 of my cards, and then you can move in the research station and clear it.
Yeah.
I'm moving you to.
I take 2.
Just actually one closer to it now.
That's the only thing.
All right, so draw 2 of those.
Disease. And another one.
Okay. And manufacturing cube again.
I have 7.
Okay.
Black. So,
No,
know what's good.
yeah, it's the black blue are hard.
Sure, I'm not going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's generally gets
That's right, I do that one.
Yes.
Yep.
You can get stuff done.
Okay. Now would it be better to take off a cube? No, it'd be better to take a card from you, right? Than take
You
off.
begin getting you another color.
So
One.
there,
2. Should I give you the 2 black ones?
I can only take one because I need an action to.
Oh, right. So do you want to start working on blue or black? He's got 3 black.
Yeah.
So maybe I should give you blue.
And black's more of an issue right now. So, but
Well, one of mine I can fly over there.
I can fly over to Los Angeles.
That's a good idea because then you can get these 2. And we can so take my black and then you can give black to him once he gets over there.
I think maybe for my turn, then I'll take out this and I'll fly over to Los Angeles. I can do that one.
So
You're not going to research on it?
Or it should.
oh, because if you have the research center there, of course that gets rid of a card.
Yeah.
And then you need another black card.
but if you fly
Yeah.
over there, then I
So you have 2 and you have 1.
Then-
And that's
Yeah.
5.
So why don't
between
you
the 4
take
of
this
us.
one? Then you'll be able to get those 2 to
Well,
him.
I have to discard this.
Right,
one.
yes. And then move to Atlanta and pure red.
So,
1. Actually, that counts as
take that does. So this is my deal.
All right. Huzzah! We have cured red. That means now that's one of our objectives to win the game. So we get all 3 of those. And so it's one of our objectives to reach the outcome.
Yeah.
These are these objectives. And then
Does
outcome
it do
is,
anything else? Or?
and so the other thing it does, it will do something at the end of the game, but it means now anyone can completely clear red with 1 action.
Do you have any mirror? Or?
Yeah, in the space. But
Yeah, okay.
now you can clear
Okay.
all red cubes with 1 action.
Do I discard all this?
Whew. Oh, we got one of our special cards here. So what does that one do?
Look at the top 6 and rearrange them. That's an action, right?
That is not an action.
That's not an action. I can do it whenever I
But right now, I think we're okay.
that is an issue.
Oh, that one's
What
coming
happens
out.
to the ones that we started with? Do we have them still?
They're in there.
Oh, they're in there. Okay.
Do you
No,
want to use it now or wait?
If you use it now, it's not 6 cards.
rubber?
It's not 6 cards in the pack. but we
Well, there
need
are
to-
6 actually, which means you can pull up some of the ones that are less dangerous to the back. We have 1 risk city right now.
Yeah.
So it comes down to what do we think the chance? Because you're going to deal with it next. So
Like, we're going to deal with it pretty soon.
right. So the question is, what are the chances that you're going to hit it next?
Hmm.
See, what would we be saving this for, though? Because once we
Yeah, that's true. Use it. Go for it.
okay, so
So take the
so this
6.
one, oh, this is the top one. Is that
Aye.
it? No, it's not it. Okay. Okay. So the one that we have is okay. So we want that furthest on the top. Oh, wait, no, you're going to cure it, right? So we want that second.
Right.
Second.
I'll bury it just in case things go wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put them in. Yeah, put them in pain order.
Okay, so Beijing, you don't want that. Okay, is that one? Is that that?
Cartoon.
Yeah,
Like
it
we're
is
cartoon characters.
Okay, so currently there's nothing there.
No.
That's
So
exactly
That's fine.
that can be next. Wait, was that supposed to get looked at before us do that?
No, it's fine. This is fine.
Jakarta.
I mean, we could choose if you go either way. We won't.
Yeah, okay, Jakarta.
Jakarta's not
don't.
nice.
Really
Shin,
Shanghai is
If it's good, we don't.
so
so they're all. These are all 2,
okay.
right there. So wait, yeah, these are all 2, and then this is the one that's about to.
That
So
should be at the
that
bottom.
one, bury that one. Pyro top.
Now, like, what could go wrong? You think? Okay. We'll vary.
Just in case.
And then the other ones each get 1. So we probably we're going to be closest. No, we're not going to be closest to that one. We're going to be closest to Beijing. So let's put that one at the top.
I would put the yellow lowest.
Yeah,
because we're going to
lowest.
be dealing with black.
So then everybody agree with that. Cairo,
So Cairo's going to get 1 next.
Cairo, Beijing, Jakarta, Shanghai.
Beijing's going to have 3.
Yeah, but all of them will have 3. All of these will have 2s. So
All right.
So that's good.
All right. Take care.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, and then okay. So
Remember to close the door.
Yeah. That's it. That issue concerns
He's not even out.
Okay.
Oh, the door.
I guess.
me.
It's actually red. Just like
So should I build the research center in Cairo?
it will. We know how long we have with that.
Yeah.
Um,
I can go there.
My gut says focus on cure, because then you only have to cure blue. Blue's over here.
Okay.
So I would say go,
So I'll just go over here and move
Well,
that link closer to.
or even you could, but not even bother with anything.
Fly to LA.
Oh, no, it's
We
kinda
got like
risky.
5 turns.
That's true.
and once it's cured, you can just go and remove the whole thing.
That's true. Go over there. So please, yeah. So if we find the cure for it,
Which we might even be able to do it in this round.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Actually, if you don't mess around
So
with
I got
this,
5 turns.
if you fly to LA for 1, and then 2, 3,
I just need to take 2 and then move over.
and 4, give him a card.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
so,
then-
go, so if he flies to LA, that's 1,
Yep.
2, and he can spend 2 turns giving 2
Three,
cards
4.
to Robert.
Yeah.
Robert's turn next time, he can
Go
go
over
over 1
five.
and then cure it.
No, I have to take the first
No,
You
you can also
give
give.
them
I
two.
can-
Yeah, I think that's what
And
we.
that counts
we-
as an action.
one.
That's the way to write
I'm
it.
pretty sure you can take any one.
No, any action we
It's you guys can take any one of my cards when it's a your turn. I can
Right.
take your cards.
But we can also
Well,
give you cards.
I can give you cards
Oh,
anyway.
Right.
Oh, yeah, but
that's-
you have to be.
so-
You have to be in the same.
You
city.
may he
Yeah.
may give any one of his city cards. You may give anyone who you share knowledge. A player who shares knowledge with you can take any one of your city cards. And you can give any card.
Normally, you have to be in the city it is, right?
Right.
So-
So you can give any one card. So you can give any card when you share knowledge. So when you move where somewhere else is, you can give any card you want. Someone who shares knowledge with you can take any one of your cards. So, but okay. So it is
So I have
limited.
to
It's
be
not.
in the
Yeah.
city.
So you can't give me it.
But he can take them from you.
So what we could do though is still fly over
Fly
there,
there.
take that out. Wait, yellow is whatever. Take that out. Move here because you know what? On my turn, I could go move there and then move there.
So we'll go leaving this.
Or even he could dispatch you over there.
I think the faster we cure black, the better off we are. 'Cause
Yeah.
then you'll be able to move into black.
So long as you're there, I can
I
kill.
mean,
Or
we're
no,
risking,
so
we're
long as
risking
you're-
Karachi's future here.
But if we get there in time, we can cure it before it happens.
You just can't leave. That's the thing.
I can get to Cairo and take away a tube on my turn.
Yeah, both blacks
Or not
actually.
Cairo, sorry,
Karachi.
Karachi.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So as long as we don't get an epidemic.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right.
Not
So
Like-
1 to Los Angeles. We'll take away these 1 there.
2.
2. Does that count as 2 turns?
Yeah, so you're the medic.
So it still doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. I meant like just because of that card.
Oh, requires
That card,
2 actions. That would. 2 to 3.
It
Yeah,
takes
so,
2 instead of 4.
Yeah, so actually you can't get rid of these.
Although he can dispatch him over.
So that'll be
there
3
if he
turns
wants.
and then 4.
But you're not with him, and you want to be
What were you?
blue.
I'm
You
blue.
need to be on the
You
same
need to be on the same space as me.
Okay.
So go back. Let's figure
I'll
it out.
just not remove those then. So 1, 2, 3.
And then it takes you wasting something.
Yeah.
So,
Or
where did you start?
Cairo.
So-
just move that.
So yeah, remove the Cairo cube before you start
So 1,
flying.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
That's
at least
it.
it's not wasted.
That's 2 turns as well.
No, Cairo's not this. It's so you, for you remove.
Plus you're the medic, so.
though.
Move it wide.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so 1 fly. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Does it take 2 actions with 1
Take two
relevant?
cards.
Is that what it
Yeah. And then I take 2 cards.
forever.
Hey,
Government grant. That add 1 research station for any
yes,
city.
yes, that's super helpful.
Good thing I didn't make that research center.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I go
Should be
for
like
South
this.
Hollow.
I had 1 infection cube too.
is?
Okay, so I'm up. And you're up. So, who is our next danger? Should I? So you're taking care of with his cards, right? Yeah, so I don't need to mess with that. Okay, what should I work on?
I have 2 blue, you have 1 blue.
Yeah. We don't give cards control as a Where's my line? Oh, it's over here. Okay. I could fly to Algiers. Where's Algiers? Oh, let's see. Fly to Shanghai. Okay, well, I could fly to Shanghai and move to Beijing. Yeah,
So what?
Yeah, it's not Beijing.
that's true. I could take all out, all of Beijing.
It does not cure red.
Red is cured, which means for one action I can move all cubes of that color.
So pretty much what I have.
Or I could move to Washington and take out the 2 cubes from Washington, because that's one of the ones coming up. Let me do that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't you have 5 things?
Oh, yes, I will. So I could start this process. Actually, yeah. Yeah, because we know Washington is coming. Oh, okay. We'll find that out. I can do that. All right, here we go. Madrid. So, in fact,
We know.
okay.
So
Fire.
oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the crutches coming out.
Yep.
So, 2 cards.
Oh,
All right, it's a party. Should we do that before we do this?
I did pick up this one first. There's 2 disease cubes from the board.
Right. Because what's going to happen is we're going to add 3 from the bottom. We're going to shuffle this back up.
So why didn't you use your research on this one to do it?
I don't know. Where you
I
want
don't.
to
We
put it?
don't know where to. Yeah.
The
I think
Beijing,
we should
both.
wait on that.
Well,
So I can
Actually,
that's we don't know. Beijing and Jakarta both will be put back in.
Yeah. On the other hand, we can wait and see what happens with the infected city, because it could end up going next to something. Then
That's
have
true.
more positions.
Okay, so yeah.
So,
So
So increase the marker by 1. So now we'll be drawing 3 cards instead of.
Okay.
instead of 2.
Draw the bottom
We've screwed it
card.
up, haven't we?
Draw the bottom
We should have
card.
been doing 2 cards each time instead of 1.
So we didn't get
Wait, what does it say?
Oh no, we
Draw the
haven't.
bottom
No.
card.
All right, we'll fix
3
it.
cubes.
Uh-oh.
So it looks like the world just got it. But actually, thankfully, there's a rule about this.
Is there?
Yes.
Okay.
So we will be playing with the right rules from this point on. So we screwed up a little bit, world. We should have been having 2 cubes coming out every turn instead of 1. We're fixing it from this point on. Now shuffle all those out. So that's the number of cards you're supposed to deal and put cubes in.
Yes.
So there's actually a penalty in the rules if you realize you screwed it up. Next game we will start with 2 fewer funding,
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
because this game was easier than it showed.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Well,
It's
that
nice
makes
to put that in.
Yeah.
So that's all resolved. Then,
Right, we don't go from there.
Are we doing that so that Beijing and
Both,
Jakarta?
hold on. They're both on the top of the deck now.
Yeah,
I think that's
both
bracketed, Tyler. That guy is so ice cold, he wears a scarf indoors.
So are we,
He's an ice cold killer.
Thanks, Drew.
okay. Are we removing
I'm
these
going to
2?
use this. Turn
No,
this
I have
over.
no idea.
And then Okay, so on my turn, which
One,
2 do you want? Do you not? Which one do you want?
Which one would be a useful flight from where you are over here?
Yeah.
Okay. So take those 2
That's
actions.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So essentially, you guys are making it easier job because you're
Yes.
Yeah. The next
Now-
game will.
Next game we have, there is a penalty for that
Yeah.
in the rules.
Okay,
And we're
so
playing with the right rules from now.
I have
We have one more action.
One
So
action.
what's next? Next is Cure Blue.
blue.
That's the next thing we have to do.
Stop.
Cure Blue, put out fires.
So should I just nobody
Scientist.
Nobody.
No, I don't have one.
Uh,
Yeah. So
Move over here. Wait, no, move over here.
yeah,
Just
start
to get
moving
closer
towards me, right? And then I can get in my blues. Yep.
Okay.
Do those and 3 concussion cards.
Oh yeah.
So it's just one at a time.
Oh, this would be bad.
Yeah.
Jakarta, Cairo, and Baghdad.
Oh, that's Baghdad.
Yeah, Baghdad has
Uh-oh.
four.
All right. So we'll have our first outbreak.
Cairo?
Cairo gets one.
is here. And then,
Do them in order. So what was the second one?
okay, so technically the first one
Do
would
them
be
in order. So
Baghdad.
Baghdad. So
Okay, so-
one Baghdad.
So,
So
that
Baghdad explodes. So one goes in everywhere that Baghdad can touch, and Baghdad is now unstable.
Let sticker go on the little square beside the city.
And it's our first outbreak.
Sorry, I already put the cube in.
Okay.
So
Cairo gets another
so
one.
there's
See what can happen here? You can have these triggers.
and then
Mhm.
So
Okay.
you just get
I
really...
am really close to it.
Now the good thing is,
disease.
well, but the good thing is one action cures all the
So I
cures.
can just react shop.
Yes. Yeah,
and-
because we, thank God we got the cure for the black disease.
and that was the 3. So
Yeah.
You want me to play research then?
don't put it down until you need it, because you can do that any time. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can wait until you know exactly. Because basically, as soon as you get your 5, drop a research center there.
Yeah. Okay.
But you gotta stay close to someone who has the 5.
Right, I'm going to get him too.
Unless I have.
He can take. Is part of being a researcher, you can take any card. So you can take the research card from.
No, but you can take... Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
it's
I
true.
can
You can
totally
take
take
any
it.
Because
card,
that's any
right?
card.
Yeah.
No, but he can't heat plop it wherever he wants.
You could.
Yeah.
So just
Doesn't really
wherever
matter.
But if it's
I-
on your turn.
But I'm not close
That's
to
true.
you.
you can do,
Oh, yeah,
do it
I-
anytime.
Right, I think
You just
it's...
have to on his
Oh,
turn.
it is
No,
anytime.
it's play it anytime. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Play it
yeah,
anytime.
yeah,
It's one
yeah.
action.
Okay, so who's up to save the world?
Me. Should I just move? Okay, if I move to Baghdad,
You
is
leave
that,
the Baghdad and start cleaning up that mess.
like I don't get any infection or anything.
Well, you can, right, you can, actually,
How do
let
you
me,
get the scar?
let me see. If you're in a city when it outbreaks.
Oh,
So
why
you
not?
see when it gets
And also,
forward.
since you're medic, since it's cured, you just
Never
automatically
mind. Okay,
just have to
so
move
this
it
has
down.
no extra effect
that a
if it goes to
Okay,
zero.
so I
Isn't
can
it?
move
'Cause
here.
medic,
Oh yeah, the medic
automatically
has,
remove cured diseases from city 0.
so all you have to do is move.
and then
Yeah.
just run around.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, so I don't have to
So
take
fly
a
to
turn.
Baghdad, yeah, fly to
Okay,
Baghdad.
might as well use it.
So 1 turn.
One,
Right.
that's all I can
Close
draw.
those,
Not
and
even
then
move.
you get 3 more spaces. You could do a circle
You
there.
need to do the 2 twos.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So,
2, 3, and 4. Or do you
Should I
want to
go-
start moving towards
No,
Jakarta?
this was
Two
one.
over one. That was 1, 2.
3.
Oh yeah.
You
Do you
get
want to
one.
move towards Jakarta? See if that goes.
It's safe.
Well, what should I?
I kind of want to do. Hey, how about you do a Cairo? I'll do a
Yeah,
Chennai. Okay.
good plan.
Okay.
No, I think we use.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'll do this one first. Bogota.
Alright, so,
Epidemic.
so move that up there. Full, triple, 3 cubes go into...
Yeah, Drew guy asked if you could risk
I've played Risk Legacy. The others have not. What I think that this is going to be better than Risk Legacy for me, one, it's cooperative, and 2, the game doesn't get exponentially longer. Risk Legacy games got longer and longer as time went on. We actually have someone manning the chat, so you have questions, fire away.
Alright, so
Because I'm sure the other players don't mind me completely interrupting the game. Have a little talk with you, the
we
viewers.
don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that on the.
No, we don't.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, epidemic cards.
We just shuffle these.
Yeah, so what's going in there?
Okay, so Johannesburg, Jakarta, Cairo, and Baghdad. So yeah.
Jakarta's a problem. Johannesburg's a problem. We got a lot of problems.
Yeah, the likelihood of them.
Well, no, you'll be able to clear Johannesburg this time. But I think we're in trouble. I mean,
Can't you
clear
clear
Jakarta,
Jakarta
yeah.
as well?
yeah, you can clear those 2. This is going to be a problem.
That's far away from
But
me.
your turn comes before. He can
Yeah, I can fly to Kenosha. I can fly there. Okay.
If it was actually on his turn, he can just move him to
Yeah.
clear both of them actually.
So go ahead.
Yo, I totally could.
Yeah.
That works
Yeah,
so well.
doesn't make a move.
But
either, so.
the 3 come out first,
First.
so we're gonna have an issue no matter what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's down to luck if Johannesburg goes or not.
So we're gonna switch
Was it my go?
Yep.
So
Well,
it's
no,
not.
isn't it going to happen regardless because we're drawing 3 and
No, because
there's four.
I can actually fly. Wait, no, I don't want to leave you though. My point was to get your cards.
Where can you
It's
fly?
worth it to like install.
I don't
Do we
know.
want to get blue?
Fly to.
I could fly there for 1, 2, and take out 2 of those cubes. So that was
Using
Wow.
flying
Okay, you have 5 moves, right? If you moved here for 1, it took the
you
Atlanta.
can't take it.
Because you can give cards.
No, but that's on my thing.
Either give a card or take a card from that player.
right, but his rules are very specific. You can give on his turn. You can give a card. So Glenn,
Yeah.
is there specific
You
on
may give
2 of the
any
4
one of your
situations?
cities away to share knowledge or needs not to match your city. A player who shares knowledge with you on their turn can take any one of your city cards.
So I could take both
Yeah,
of the
okay,
blues.
so
Actually, that's true. You
On
can
your
take one of
5
those.
turns, you can move here. Take Chicago would be closest, wouldn't it? Yeah, Chicago's closest. For 1 turn, you have 3 left. You can move here 3, 4, and then get rid of 1 for your last turn.
That doesn't get a blue card.
We need blue.
You got
Wait, what? I was.
I've got 2 blue
Oh,
cards,
Where's
but I'm
the?
really far away.
We need
Where's
to
the blue
see.
card?
We
But
need
you
one
won't
blue
be,
card.
because if I'm over here, and you're over there. Oh, but we can't have the trading. Wait.
If you move over there, you can do whatever, and then he can fly him over there to get cards.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because he's got all those things.
Oh, I'm way over there. For action.
Okay, so I think we'll just focus on putting out fires and we'll worry about the blues later.
Yeah. What happened to the
How many blues do we have per money?
Well, why don't I move 1? Oh wait, I can't give you 1. Can I give you 1?
You can.
No, that's part of that's one of the actions.
Right, but normally I'd have to give him, if I was there, I'd have to give him New York.
You'd have to.
You can
Oh.
take from one from.
I could take.
Yeah.
So the question is, where do we want the 4, 5 blues to be?
The issue
2,
is
2.
that if you take mine, you can't take other people's.
Right. I think
So,
it's better to have you
yeah.
getting the
I think
cards.
we should build a research center like in the center. We only have one on the edge, and that can
Which
be
is
really
actually,
good.
because you can travel research center to research center,
Yeah.
If you built a research center close to Nolan,
which we
Right.
could do now,
Actually, yeah.
and then we wouldn't have to spend cards with it.
You want to do that?
no, because you can travel here for free, and then at any point we could build a research center to get you back to Robert.
That, yeah.
If you want to do that.
So you should still go.
So I should do
and
this. I
get
should
rid of
fly
John
here.
Hansberg. And then at any point we can draw a
One.
research center and get you back.
2,
3, 4, 5.
4, or 3, 4, 5.
Which one's coming up?
They're both going to be. 4.
You want to get rid of one here because he's close to Kyle. And
Well, they want to affect each
Is it a different color?
other. So we definitely want that. So it's 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that takes up 2 turns, though. So that's 4. 4 and 1.
5.
Okay. So that helped.
Okay. So, no.
Wings.
Essen
I believe.
Just look at flying
and Osaka.
Just look at flying
Okay.
Do 1 at a time.
Well, there.
Jakarta explodes. So outbreak in Jakarta.
Uh-oh. At least we got a kill for it already.
I mean, as soon as we get the blue, the blue we win the game. So when I state the board is on Johannesburg, that affects us next time.
And smash it?
Yeah. If you fly me over to the.
That's not on my fingers. I can leave you like spaces.
Oh, you can't
Fly.
fly?
I can't just instant fly.
The question is, could we get a card, a yellow card, to fly him over?
Because it's.
You can move them as
Yeah,
a.
move it as it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can do that.
I
As
can
well.
fly.
On the other hand, we were worried about putting out some of these cube fighters.
He can move me to pick up some of those.
Although
Because I
the-
instantly destroy them.
The only ones that are actually like, worried this turn are the ones that were just came up.
So,
So,
okay, all the worries are now at home. Okay.
and I think I
Red is still 2.
if he can move me right to you, I can take 3. He can build a research center right where we are, and I can kill it.
Yeah?
So you have a card for
I have
cartoon?
a card for Lagos.
And then you use another one of these.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll get close.
Okay, so you're brown.
Wait, blue, but no, yeah, you can move and use another one of these.
Wait,
It'll be right
you-
onto them.
Did you move this card instead?
Oh, I moved it wrong.
Yeah. Okay, so for I have 4 moves. For 1 move, I'm gonna fly you to Lagos.
Okay.
1, 2.
Yeah.
But I can't make you that.
No,
straight.
No, I do have my turn. You go to
So
this
now I have
side.
2 more turns. Can I move Nolan to get rid of these?
Yeah, that would work.
So that's gone. That's gone.
Alright.
And those are my 4 moves. So I'm gonna
Pretty
go.
effective form.
Yeah.
That was a good form.
There's one more of these in that deck, by the way. It's only 5.
Okay.
Okay, so
Did we move that up?
You,
4. So,
second four.
so
it's there.
must be something waiting for us.
Tada.
And up
So I have another cool thing.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go
I got
So-
fuck out on one.
Okay, one more time.
Okay, that.
Okay, I think we're about ready to save the world this time, although we cheated a bit, so we'll have less funding next time around after the government checks us out.
Moves.
Did you look into what Facebook wants to notify you before they give information to government sales? That's super cool.
So I will take this 3.
1, 2, 3.
And I need yes, this.
The research center.
Research center that's built there, and teach the build a pure build.
And pure blue. And we've reached our objective! Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yay!
Oh, too hard.
Team us! Yay! All right. We have achieved our objective. So, game end, win or lose. Okay. So we get to do 2. Draw the card. Draw this card at the end of your first game in January. Oh, here we go. So we draw this card. Win bonus. Scratch this bonus off if you win a game in January.
Alright.
Ooh. Destroy this card at the end of February.
I found out these things are keys. That was a good one. I'm sure that's part of that stuff.
Oh,
okay.
All right. For any game played in February after setup and before the first turn begins, remove 1 disease cube from the board and return it to the supply. So that is our win bonus that we have. So we'll get to start the game with 1 fewer disease cube. Okay. We start our game at the beginning of the next month, so next game will be on February. Our funding level is cut by 2, as we clearly have the situation at hand. So there's
Does that mean that we
a
have 0?
yes, it does, because we cheated.
Yeah, well, that's
Where's
alright.
the pen? I had a pen that I put in this box just for this stuff. You see it?
I would finish it.
And I got one that I got just for writing everything. Oh, maybe I put it in my bag. Let's see. Now I brought it just for this.
I think I have another.
Oh, here, I got what I want. All right, so several things are going to happen now. First, we have a service record on the back. So you can write month 1, player of this character is Scott. And, yes, on 10, oh, that popped up. My battery low, I plugged in. Jerk. Oh well. Flip that. Okay. And date is 10 what? 15/20. So go ahead and fill out your service record. In the back of the manual, we will have, I'll fill this out. And now we get a reward, several rewards. We will get 2 upgrades. Now, upgrades can be used for a number of things. They can be used, we also get to name these 3 viruses as we want those. Today's the 2020. So here's all the different stuff. We get 2 of these things. We have stickers to place a city with a research station. We can put a marker there and always start the game with a research station.
Can we live in that
We could, if we can pick a good choice. We have 3 cards that are unfunded events. They're cards added to city cards, and they give a special ability when you draw that city. So it's things like remove a disease key from the board, look at infection cards, change the order, things like that. We have character upgrades. So we have upgrades that can improve our characters. We have Grizzled, don't be in a star when you're sitting in outbreaks. Flexible, for an action, discard a card and draw a card the same color from your discard pile. Forecaster, look at the top 2 infection cards at the start of the turn. Archive access, increase your hand limit by a card. Local connections, once per turn you can treat disease in a city connected to your city. Or pilot, don't discard when you take a direct flight. Show the card when you can't show it. Or we can give the viruses mutations that are positive. So we have to give them, number 1, you no longer need to be in a research station to discover a cure for this disease. Level 2, you no longer need to spend an action to discover a cure for this disease. So we get 2 of these as our reward. I would say the research station, starting research station there, we get 2 colors.
We still get the Atlanta one, right?
Yeah. So where's the Atlanta? So if we did this, then we also always have one here. Well, it has to be where we go. But basically, we're making that a permanent research station. Do you like that?
It's only the. What are the upgrades you take?
And so we have don't be in a star. We have, for an action, discard a card, draw a card of the same color from the player discard card. So if you hit like one red, you take a different red from that.
I have to help with travel.
At the start of your turn, look at the top 2 infection cards to get knowledge for your turn and the next player's turn. Increase hand limit by 1 card. That's right, it's only the turn. Yeah, it's going to let you know some of your turn. Hand limit plus by 1. Well, it's not for him. And my gut said that if we're just into a character upgrade, his hand limit bigger makes sense to me because he's the one we're trying to get all the cards to as a research. Local connections, you can treat a disease in the city connected to your city. That'd be a nice one for the medic.
So if you just move to that city,
Cure everything around me.
so if you like move to Cairo, all the cities connected to Cairo.
You can pick one city next to it. And then pilot, don't just, when you take a direct flight, you don't have to discard the card you just flight. That would be really good. That would be really good for him. Yeah. So we only get 2 of these. Or the mutation, we can make it so you don't have to be in a research station to kill it. So, and just because you played this character in this game doesn't mean you might play the next game. In fact, you can decide, once you see the objectives, you can decide which of the 4 characters you want to make. No, that one's, someone can play the scientist. So it's a team of 4, but we decide which 4 out of 5 to play.
Okay. Until they're all equal.
Right, they get replaced by
So far, none of you guys have any stars.
No, so far no, we put a clip on that. So should we do a research station? Because that gives you travel to there. Is what I'm thinking.
It's not. It looks like a lot apart, but it's not actually. All of this things in here. And nothing's really bad.
I think most importantly, we should give the respect to the pilot.
Yeah, because that always then gives you a lot of choices to send a lot of people different ways and get to the cards. You do that right, but your card sitting on that, then you could fly someone to San Francisco.
So I fly 2 people in the same. Okay, yeah, I thought.
And then you could also give them the, is it no hand limit?
1 card extra.
That's not.
That's
good,
good.
but
Put that on your.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
My gut says either the research station,
I'm tempted for the medic.
the medic, that's pretty attractive.
But you, like, once it's cured, why don't know?
It's like-
it's going to be the cure things because
Especially if it's cured, because like on top of this, I don't think I move instant cures.
No, I don't think
Here's
I like
One, you only get to pick one.
Oh, only get
That's
one.
only once
Okay.
a half year.
Still,
What about the?
it's an extra.
Or
Don't need to be in a research station.
So the other ones, we can choose one of these other ones. You don't need to be in a research station to discover
We
it.
can't even see that you think there's one.
Right.
Well, no, we put it on that one, but right now we put it on that.
Yep. Yep.
I don't like that.
It's too specific.
I would probably make one of these for the if I have to make a research station. So you got a problem with that because there's only one at the start. It could be a way of people.
But it's only one of them.
Would adding another research station useful to somewhere else you can get to?
That's what I like because it gives you an immediate teleport to start at the beginning for it.
Yeah,
We all start
yeah.
there. You can immediately start there. It's just got 2 places to go off from.
Okay.
And then if you lose it, why not? Yeah. You have it. Yeah, they can be rioted, they can be, if every time you get an outbreak, but we have Baghdad is unstable now. Jakarta is unstable. That number goes up.
Oh.
Yeah. So back in a second, we should continue. We'll say there's 6 stickers for destroyed research. There's a lot of things that we're going to have to fix. Okay, so that is the 2. Oh, we need to know. So you need help?
I think that only happens when you're eradicated.
Oh, do you have to wait?
If the person you eradicated is used.
Oh, okay. So we did not eradicate it. Never mind. We just don't know what that is. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
So what's the
But you get to name.
you eradicated
You get to name your guy. Notice if you have a character name. So my generalist, she is going to be named Sasha. So
dispatcher.
Another way sounds interesting too.
What's the name of the guy? Yeah, what's the name of the guy from Sleeping Dogs? Wait, his name's really the guy?
I don't like that. Right, so what are the other win conditions?
I saw him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
If we lose,
I never.
oh, then you have to try it
then
again.
you can try second time.
So I was like around when all the items were coming in.
So I gotta focus on that.
It's still down.
Alright, so
combat you make it like game
we're going to put, who we had generalist, we had dispatcher, we had researcher,
all the things that happen
and
I was
notes.
going to move it. Just depending on the for it.
There you go.
Anya.
Thanks, Herbert. So our next game we start at funding 0. We lose 2 for winning, and we're losing 2 because of cheating.
That's not good at all.
So have
That is the game. The game says if you ended up making the game, if you screwed up a rule, you made it too hard, then you get 2 more funding. If you made it too easy, you lose 2. So we're going to get no special cards in February. Do you want to go into February? I think we can. Do you want to do one more?
Well, what time is it?
It's 5.
No, I think.
Okay.
I'll look at 7.
So
Thursday,
yeah, we'll do Thursday. Yeah. So no, we'll plan on Tuesday. Each day after class.
Okay.
It's doing it. Yeah. Yeah. So next week
Bye,
Thursday.
Ryan.
So as far as
We need to be careful with that.
so everything stays on the board.
No. Oh yeah, all the pieces come off the board. Yeah, the only memories are the memories on the board. I don't know what's in
And
here.
the memories from the stream.
So these are all going to be open at different times. They've all got more stuff for us. Well, that's it. So that's the first time. We will try streaming it again on Thursday and figure out how to make it to stream with sound. Yeah, with sound this time. But thanks for those watching and take care. I'll talk to you all later. Bye bye.